Someone needs to tell me where that year just went. Like 2025 now, and 2024 just, I don't even remember what happened. So a lot of people online have been posting like montages of their 2024, like showing off how sick the year was and stuff, like in their eyes. So I've prepped a little list for what happened in 2024 for me, right? So I'm gonna do a little recap of 2024. So January, I renewed my car MOT and tax. The tax is actually free, but you still have to go through the process of what you would do if you paid for it anyway. February, that was a good month. I converted some of my club card points into actual vouchers to use in Tesco's. So I think I ended up getting a whole weekly food shop for like £6. March, my car's front my car's front left tyre had low tyre pressure, so I had to go to my local petrol station to fill it up. And the way it works is you pay like a few quid for air for like a couple of minutes, but then it doesn't take a couple of minutes to fill up the front left tyre that had low pressure. So I ended up actually filling up all 4 tyres with air. April, I had work. May, got my hair cut. June, went for a curry. July, I got COVID. August, I did some dog sitting while my parents went on holiday. September, I started a new job. October, I started house hunting on Rightmove. November, I got rejected on a house. December, I got COVID again, and it was Christmas. And now we're here in January. And yeah, but obviously that was not the full extent of my year. But I did want to do a little reflecting on on last year, but in a way that isn't like showing off. So last year for me, like, I very much had my head down. I was working hard, earning money, saving money, building the foundations, laying the foundations for like a good future, I suppose, even if I don't really completely know what that looks like, but then who does? Like, something I've learned that is like, if you had plans, or if you have things really well planned out, like, don't bank on that happening. Like, life happens, life has other plans, life gets in the way. It's quite trivial, but I was actually on a roll with posting content on TikTok for like towards the end of last year. So like December, I think it was, I started collecting Pokemon cards again, right? Something I used to do when I was a kid. And I decided, well, actually I didn't decide anything. So my girlfriend bought me a advent calendar that had like Pokemon trading card game packs in, and like little bits and just little freebies and fun stuff in the advent calendar. So I was opening it every day. And I kid you not, it got to a point where I couldn't sit here. You've heard me cough already in this video, right? But I couldn't sit here and I couldn't get out a full sentence without a coughing fit. And then I was like, I can't really record a video and do a voiceover now. So they just stacked up, just got on top of me. I couldn't keep on top of the videos. Pathetic, really, considering what I do for a living, but we move. It's also been a good lesson to like not let that get to me and like feel like a failure because of it. Like, I posted some videos, some people enjoyed it, some people probably didn't. But yeah, but this is YouTube, this is different to TikTok. I'm not going to be opening Pokemon cards today, although I could show you my binder, but I think I'll show you that when I'm like a bit further along with the collection, because I've like made a couple of orders recently. I'm still waiting for them to turn up in the post. But yeah, like I said before, I want to use this YouTube channel as a bit of a diary. 2024 was cool. It wasn't particularly unkind to me. I hope it wasn't too unkind to anyone else watching this, but I've definitely had worse years. Like, I've had the years where I've like really looked forward to them being over. Whereas, like, to be honest, towards the end of 2024, I felt a bit lost. I didn't feel like I'd achieved nothing, because I know that's like a naive way to look at life, because life isn't all about achievements, and it's not a competition, it's not even serious. One of my favourite quotes I actually read in a book that I read last year, or like, I didn't even finish that. I don't finish much, but in a book I read last year, there was a quote that said, "There is not a shred of evidence that life is serious." Now, if you're someone that's like that lives their life in a way that's very logical and but makes a lot of decisions based on logic, like I do, I'm a man of logic, then you'll appreciate that you'll accept things when they come with evidence, but there's no evidence that life is serious. So that kind of helps you shift your perspective onto something that makes life a little bit more enjoyable. Like if you just picture it's just there to have fun, it's just here to be enjoyed, then I'm sure it'll be enjoyable. And that's something I'm focusing on more for 2025, going back to New Year goals. I'm not someone that does resolutions or anything specific, but I think it's always about, as much as life is about enjoyment, apologies, as much as life's about enjoyment, it's also, for me, I enjoy the fact that I enjoy feeling like I'm progressing and improving in things, and just even if it's across like 10 different things I'm improving on, you know, my fitness. I've ran more kilometers in 2024 than I did in 2023, so that for me was big. Like that was a big goal I didn't even realize I had until like halfway through the year, and I managed to tick it off, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, I want to be fitter, healthier, happier. I want to be better in my in my relationships with everybody. That's not to suggest, like, that's not there to be read into. Like, I don't particularly think I was bad in any particular relationships before, but there's always room for improvement, right? If you don't admit there's room for improvement, then you're just pretty much in denial. So yeah, 2025, I hope you're going to see more of these videos. I hope I'm going to see more of these videos, because these aren't really for anyone in particular other than myself, to look back on in the future. And yeah, God forbid we make it to see the end of 2025. I hope that we've got some good stuff to look back on. And yeah,